he said you were once a lawyer in New York City. That is my city. But you did some there were 2 petition charges of professional misconduct against you. Uncle, misconduct. Wait. Isn't that why they suspended Auntie Natasha? Benny, we'll come back to that. Ashe, you were disgraced in America. Uncle. Oh.
Good afternoon, President of the IPU. Good afternoon, colleagues. I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria. But first, I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria.
What you're seeing right now is the darkness called Nigeria. It is the hellhole called Nigeria. That's what you're seeing right now. This is a Nigerian airport. Of course, the trademark of Nigeria is darkness. Darkness. It shows you that Nigerians are demons. I'm telling you the truth. They never disappoint. They can never disappoint. Now, let me...
Come. I'm gonna check your whole stock. No?
Yes.
I want to see if you have any expired goods and stuff like that.
Yes.
I would like you to bring the papers of all the employees that you have.
Yes.
Let's do that, Chief.
Okay. Do it.
Yeah, you can go. If you want a big nation, we have to have a healthy nation. So let the minds are around.
Just as we know that the possibility of living as countries in Africa without challenges, struggles, external invaders trooping in and out of our various countries in Africa, disrupting the peace of most of our countries from one citizen to another citizen in different countries is definitely inevitable. But there are possible solutions that can be put in place, put in check to curb, to limit, to reduce most of these challenges that we face in our countries in Africa. And for today, guys, a lot is happening in most countries in Africa. We are touching and touring some of these countries to see what is really happening exactly. But first off, let me remind you, quick reminder, subtle reminder, kindly hit on the like button if you're yet to do so and you find this video very interesting, expository, educative and insightful. And if this is your first time here, you stumbled on this channel, welcome. Do not make this your last. Hit on the subscription button next to you. There is totally and absolutely free of charge. Most importantly, thank you for my returning viewers, subscribers, for always coming back to see what I have going on or we have going on, because we cannot stop doing what we have to do. Seek for the growth, the success, the development, peace, stability, and unity of countries in Africa. And that's why I have dedicated myself, my time, my everything, regardless of my tight schedule, to always show up here, regardless. So thank you for always supporting. And if you still want to support in any way, any form, you are highly welcome. And with all this being said, let's delve into today's episode. Now, our first branch and first stop is definitely going to be South Africa. We know that a lot has been trending, and South Africa is teaching us a lot of lessons, opening our eyes to a lot of things, and we are learning and learning the hard way, especially as Nigerians, Zimbabweans, Ugandans, Chinese, name it, Arabs, and so many countries that you will not believe are in South Africa doing illegal stuff, pushing drugs, pushing powder, selling powder, fake products, fake goods, expired goods, abortion pills, name it, harmful and dangerous stuff in the country, unaliving their children, unaliving their citizens, taking opportunities from them and doing things that at the end of the day, the black South Africans and even the white South Africans are tired. They are sick and tired of everything, and they say, no, enough is enough. They went into Operation Clean and Sanitize South Africa, and it's been ongoing for weeks now. And for today, let's take a look at what trended. Yes, I watched this video and I was like, whoa. So let's take a look at that and we'll be right back.
You put spirit.
Yes.
Are you not harming it? What does the spirit do? What does the spirit do to the snake? Why is it inside? Why is it swimming inside spirit?
No, because I never wanted it to be alive. That's why
I never. Very defensive. What does the spirit do to the snake? Why is it inside? Why is it swimming inside spirit?
No, because I never wanted it to be alive. That's why I never wanted it to be alive. It's meant to be alive. That's why I put it.
You said it's dead?
Yeah.
Can you take it out? Yeah, take it out and put it on that red lid there. You know what's said is that she's very defensive. Put it there. Is this not a plastic, Maria?
Yes, because it is in the spirit.
Is this like a real snake?
Yeah. Yeah, but yes, because it is.
So from being a real snake, when you put it inside the spirit, it changes to being plastic, ne?
It is the oil. It is what? It is the one making it.
So you are a sawoma, you are a surgeon, you are a doctor, you are a nurse. What else are you? And your brother used to hear, wait, slay queen, iya shesha indoda. What is this? So how does it work, slay queen? So this is the one to attract men.
You must read it.
Yeah, so it's sad because now we will have to go to the police station. Evan, do we drink this?
No.
We don't. What do you do? Do you put it under? Yeah?
They don't drink it.
What do they do? You don't even know. Into a cup of water or juice. So they drink it. Why are you saying they don't drink it? Well, it smells like juice. Okay, it's fine. Because if you don't want to answer me, let's go to the police station. Umlilo waba fast. You are busy, my girl. You are very busy, my girl. I'm telling you. Because you know everything. You know all the answers. Put your snake inside there. Listen, gang. We are leaving with you, ne? Excuse me. Yeah? Wait here. Just wait stand here. So you'll go to the police station, madam.
I'm not going there.
You're not going?
Please.
Don't take me to the police. No, I'm not a police thing officer.
Wait. Okay. Wait. Wait, I have to take my phone. Wait, my phone. My phone, please.
Anti njengoba ngishilo inhloso yethu ukuthi sivimbe izinto ezingekho emthethweni. Come, my sweetie. And your bag, ne? Should I also give you a snake? Yeah. Snakes are high, guys. I'll give snake. Snake is here. It's like it's a snake. Sing this. Take the snake. Yeah. Sharp, ne? Yeah. I mean, ngiyazi ukuthi inhlupeko isensisa izinto esiphume endleleni. But to be honest with you, I don't have a problem with any foreign nation azala eSouth Africa afuna umsebenzi okanye ayenza ibhizinisi. As long as everything is legal. And into ukuthi yithi sibarindiselayo emajardini yethu barenta khona. But just make sure, I know that we're trying to make money to feed our families, but let's just make sure ukuthi mase mrentisa lo muntu lo uthi mrentisa i-room, check ukuthi uthengisani. And on top of that, you must check if they've got the legal documents. Zinalanga nifika mkharaba ngathi
The certificate that you are dealing with food, certificate of acceptability, the one that you get from Dalala. Yeah, the certificate for food.
No, you don't have the certificate here.
Yeah, you write it down.
Where are our papers? Bring them. Remember last time they gave you papers? Bring them.
You know, the reason why I'm here, yes. Come, I want you to face
tell me, no problem.
Come. I'm going to check your whole stock.
Yes.
I want to see if you have any expired goods and stuff like that.
Yes.
I would like you to bring the papers of all the employees that you have.
Yes.
Let's do that, Chief.
Okay. Do it.
Yeah, you can go get the papers that lady is looking for. Yeah. Hey, Nota, you see, this is a sample of what you have. I want more of this. Chief, listen to what I'm saying. Chief, I want more. Yeah. You understand? Yeah. Tell that guy to bring it out. You are selling my wrong cigarette here. What do you see? And tell me what you think. You are? And what do you think?
It's wrong.
Is my wrong? No? Yeah. From 2022, long time ago. I even forgot what I've done in 2022. But you still have this thing in your fridge. You're gonna kill people, right? This thing is gonna kill people. What's wrong here?
It's like expired.
Yeah? What's wrong here? I'm showing you the difference.
Yeah.
Why does this one doesn't have? You see, this is what I brought the right one so that you can see the wrong. This is my wrong. This one expiry date. This one don't have expiry date. It means you're trying to kill people.
How I can see? I buy which packet?
Chief, you must check your stock.
Okay.
When you receive your consignment, you must check it. You understand?
Yes.
It's a lesson that you have to learn.
Yes.
But right now, I'm not happy with what you are doing. Yeah, it's fine. Where? You want people to bend? What is it? 13 August 2022. Chief, this is big. There's no way that someone cannot see this. All of your spices, Chief, are wrong. All of your spices.
This one I bought 4 days ago. Which one?
This one, with the bag. 4 days ago, they ripped you. You see, your mampara you.
It's expired. I will say.
2022. You're killing people with this one. This is Tatarik. Okay, Chief. Let me show you this one. I'm gonna school you. I want you when you go home. This is mine. This is yours. You see, my wrong, my right. What is the difference?
Yeah.
It's my wrong. Don't ever say that you're gonna kill people. And if you kill people, you're gonna fight with me. You're gonna be angry.
Yeah.
So you admit that you're doing something wrong.
Yes.
So what must happen with you? This one is mine. This one is yours. What must happen with you?
I learn now.
You learn. People have been consuming these things. People are buying this thing. People are buying these things.
From today, you can't find this thing.
Why not? Why from today? This is even bigger, bolder. Chief, this is big. There's no way that someone cannot see this. Even this one. Oh, Chief, this thing is expired 2023. Chief, check for yourself.
2023.
Man. You're making me very angry now. Wrong. Even this one, wrong. This one is also wrong. You can get the next one here. So, Chief, we're gonna take everything. There are more colleagues of mine are gonna. This one is right. It's fine. More colleagues of mine are gonna come. They will sort out the expired one. They confiscate the expired one. Then they leave you with original stock. Chief, your business is fine. I'm happy with what you guys are doing. You have the permit and stuff like that. But the problem is one: don't use your legal business to do wrong things. You know? I believe you are a very spiritual man.
No, I don't have any problem.
Yeah.
I know. I see you are doing.
Lady, I asked you to come out when I want to come out now. You want to talk? Oh, yeah, tell the wife to relax. You see, I check, my brother. You know why? I want people to live healthy and longer. Because if they eat my wrong, they die.
Yeah.
You don't want the society to come and fight here with you. No? Yes. So these people, all of them, if I can tell you, I show them like this, they will never come here. You understand? They will fight. They want to burn your shop. I know how people are most. Yeah. So I'm advising you to do the right thing. But for now, because you are doing my wrong, I'm going to shut doors until you go and fix your stuff. This is Africa supermarket. Untanga ukuthi sipanela abantwana but iflop yakhe ukuthi wenze into ezirong. Sinama officials njengoba ngishilo ukuthi shop number 1 size shop number 2 senza sure ukuthi abantu bethu bathengisela izinto ezi-right. If we want a big nation, we have to have a healthy nation. So let them enza la. Sachopha izozo. Siyavala la.
Oh, I have a kid. When is closed this shop? I have a.
Your problem.
Hey, Chief, man, you are wasting my time now. You're gonna start making me angry.
Before not have office, you can't open there.
Hurry up.
I'm telling you.
You're gonna take your license.
And then tomorrow I'll send the health inspectors. They will come and check everything that is expired, and then we'll know them with the trust. Then when everything is in order, then you can come and reapply for your license. And then we will also apply for the certificate of acceptability. Yeah. But for now, we're gonna close down the shop. We're gonna close down the shop, and then tomorrow we will come and check out all the expired stuff. Then we'll put them in a truck. Okay.
So now we are not taking anything.
Now we're not
taking stop here. Tomorrow we come. We're right.
Yeah.
Check the stuff right now. So, segule ama officials ayashayisa. So iqedelela kusasa or ngelinye la. Uzozwa ngabo ukuthi bafuna ukusebenza kanjani, but okuyiko ukuthi mawenza into blind. Responsibility isilulu. Asingapha into esiyenza sikhipha ama files. Hey,
amazing, wonderful, and beautiful to this team that has done this amazing job. South Africans, well done. And to add to that, is this not voodoo, juju, whatsoever that most Africans are practicing? Okay, you want to practice this kind of things, sell this kind of things. Is it in other people's country? Like you rightly heard the team leader saying that they don't have issues with people coming into the country where they have challenges, coming in to do stuff like this. Guys, I was scared as hell, as earth, like watching this and looking at the misleading and the dubious, incriminating way this lady was, defending herself, priding herself, no remorse, no guilt whatsoever, doing this kind of thing as a foreigner in another man's country. Oh my God. I am so happy and excited that she has been apprehended and she will face the law. Justice must be served. And to every foreigner, every citizen in South Africa, any country who are always easily lured and, duped into these kind of things to make you believe that all these things work. Guys, see, even if you think it works, it's a temporal thing and it's a pathway to destruction. How can a living human being with their right senses and frame of mind sell these things to deceive you, to make you feel that you can have a better life? Like, you want to sit down, idle away, and expect that your life will be better? No, it doesn't happen. The only solution to having a better life, marriage, relationship, is putting in the effort, having the right mind, mentality, approach, attitude towards life, and putting in the work. Anybody who tells you that you can do this to get this and use this on people to achieve this is all manner of voodoo, false, fraud, and deceit at the end of the day. This is my own opinion. Feel free to agree or disagree. But if you think you want to do all these things in other people's country, you are a loser and you will be severely dealt with. Well done, South Africa. So up next, we took a walk to my own country, Nigeria. You know, Nigeria is doing a lot is going on, and we are not left out on today's episode. I want us to take a walk to Nigeria and see, based on the previous video. If you have not seen that video, maybe it's on my other channel or I've touched on it maybe somehow, but the summary is what is happening in the Senate House of Nigeria between the Senate President and a Senator, Natasha, and the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio. And we all know that that matter is getting hotter and hotter, based on the fact that the Senator Natasha, was suspended. And at the end of the day, the person who led the suspension, in fact, I don't want to break this down. Let's take a look at it from the clip of my sister who analyzed it. But the summary is that the person who raised the suspension is even worse, and the criminal himself, allegedly. Everybody's using allegedly. But let's take a look at this and we'll be right back.
Good afternoon, President of the IPU. Good afternoon, colleagues. I come with a heavy heart from Nigeria, but first I'd like to apologize to Honorable Kafila Ogbara. I am not here to bring shame to our country. I'm here to seek help for the women of Nigeria. Again, my name is Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan. 5 days ago, on the 6th of March 2025, I was suspended. As a senator, I was suspended illegally because I submitted a petition of sexual harassment against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio. I thought that by submitting the petition, he would recuse himself, and both of us would submit ourselves to the Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petition for a fair and transparent investigation. But unfortunately, I was silenced and I was suspended. I was suspended for 6 months, amongst many other stringent conditions, such as taking away my security, taking away all the officials' vehicles and other items that were handed over to me as a senator. My salaries will be cut off. I must not appear anywhere near the National Assembly. And for 6 months, I'm not to introduce myself or present myself as a senator locally in Nigeria or internationally. That means I'm here illegally. But I had no other place to go but to come here and speak to you women, because this is a bigger picture. My suspension is not just about me. It's about the systemic exclusion of women from political leadership in Nigeria. Women make up 3.6% of political offices. And in the Senate, it's just 2.8. We have 109 men, and only 4 of us are women. So right now, it's 108 with only 3 women. This is a clear case of political victimization, punishment for speaking out against impunity, corruption, and gender-based violence. The United Nations Declaration 48/104 declares sexual harassment as a form of gender violence. The Senate's actions are an assault on democracy. I was elected by my constituents to represent them, yet a few powerful men have unilaterally decided to silence their voices by suspending me for 6 months. My call for an open and transparent investigation into harassment allegations have been met with hostility instead of accountability. If a female senator can be treated this way in the full view of the world, imagine what ordinary Nigerian women will go through every day in workplaces, in universities, and other aspects of our society. A culture of harassment and silencing must end. And this is not just a Nigerian issue, it's a global one. Women in politics, media, and businesses face threats, intimidation, and violence for simply demanding fairness. From sex for grades scandals in universities to harassment in workplaces and political spaces, Nigerian women have constantly been forced into silence. We need stronger We need stronger legal protections and a zero culture tolerance for gender-based discrimination and intimidation. My call to the international community is such that the world must not stay silent as democracy and women's rights are rolled back in Nigeria. I call on human rights organizations, women movements, and democratic institutions to hold the Nigerian Senate accountable. Nigeria needs global partners to push for women's political inclusion, safety, and protection from political harassment. You may ask, what are my next steps? I will resist the political intimidation. In the past few days, a number of my colleagues, my male colleagues, have reached out to me and said, Natasha, all you need to do is apologize and retract your statements. And I told them I am not going to apologize. I will not apologize for my truth. Thank you.
Thank you.
Harassment against the Senate president. Have you heard that the man was disbarred in the America? I mean, let me kneel down for my father before we continue. Uncle Yadio, is it true that you were disbarred in America? Hey, he said you were once a lawyer in New York City. That is my city. But you did some there were 2 petition charges of professional misconduct against you. Uncle, misconduct. Wait. Isn't that why they suspended Auntie Natasha? Benny, we'll come back to that. Sure, you were disgraced in America. Uncle. They said you engaged in a pattern and practice of failing to cooperate with the grievance committee's investigation and neglect of a legal matter entrusted to you by a client. Is this true? So therefore, as of 2010, in fact, let me tell you exactly how they wrote it. They said effective immediately. Neda Bernard Imaswe, that is our father, is disbarred. And his name is stricken as in Payone Fagile. Hey, from the role of attorneys and counselors at wow, uncle. So you were cancelled as a lawyer. You now move back to Nigeria and you repackage yourself in Nigeria. I'm very sure that this man has been telling people. I had my own law firm in New York City. Yeah, it's just that I decided to move back to Nigeria to serve my country. I'm trying to give back. My country needs me. In fact, some media companies are also reporting that you were involved in fraud in New York. Allegedly, don't quote me. You'll be doing like this. You'll be wearing shoulder pad. You see, this is why voters need to be researching candidates very, very well before casting their vote. People of Edo South, you did not Google this man attorney to add salt to injury. They now made him the chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics. I'm like, ethics, just imagine. Ethics, privileges, and public petitions. Ethics, where did you find it? Someone who allegedly has no ethics, uncle. Even if they dash you chairman of that committee, you should have said no. You did not need to give them any reason. You should just say, no, I humbly object, I humbly reject. But you went and put your head when you know that you have a history in the America. You think it will be buried just because you have repackaged yourself in Nigeria? It doesn't work like that. You should have said no. To think that the same you would now be the one to recommend in your capacity as the chairman of ethics committee. He was the one that recommended suspending Auntie Natasha for what he called gross misconduct. According to him, he said that Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan brought the presiding officer and the entire Senate to public opprobrium. Want to say, boo? He spoke grammar. Opprobrium means harsh criticism. Basically, he recommended suspending her because the public criticized Akpabio. Wow, as in, clap for yourself, uncle. Suspending a lawmaker for misconduct. Did you not check the mirror? You did not look in the mirror. You are there judging other people's ethics, other people's character. Is your conscience not pricking you? By the way, where were you when your colleagues were collecting bribes allegedly before passing budget? Allegedly, but some lawmakers confessed that they collected 8 million naira from each university in Nigeria as a condition for passing their 2025 budget proposals. It was all over the news in January. This same ethics committee, your committee did not see that, uncle. You did not probe anyone or suspend anyone. Abi, he also collected money. I don't know. But now you have liver to throw out a woman's sexual harassment case without any investigation. You said it was dead on arrival. And then you now accused her of misconduct because the public criticized against you and your godfather. Where is thunder when you need this? You that should be keeping a low profile with what you have in your closet. You even said 6 months suspension. Why are you not afraid? Even though you know it is against the law to suspend a lawmaker for more than 14 days. I mean, what exactly does this man even have against Auntie Natasha for him to recommend 6 months? Not only that, he also recommended taking away her security aids, her official vehicle. She should not be paid for 6 months and no allowances. He even said she must not be seen anywhere near the National Assembly for the next 6 months. And what that is baffling everybody is that he also recommended that for the next 6 months, Auntie cannot introduce herself as a lawmaker anywhere in the world. We were like, it was INEC that declared her a lawmaker. Who are you to impeach her or to say she can no longer be a lawmaker? You know, we were baffled. We were like, why was this one added? I said the man was just borrowing a script from his own court judgment in the America. I mean, if you look at the documents, they literally listed it that Neda Imasuen must desist and refrain from practicing law in any form, either as principal or agent or clerk or employee of another. Number 2, they said he must not appear as an attorney or counselor at law before any court, judge, justice, board, commission, or other public authority. The man copied and pasted his own judgment and reframed it for Auntie Natasha. With due respect, Uncle, in case you're watching, that was not a smart move. Allah, I'm not abusing you, of course. You know I'm the only one that will tell you the truth. I'm just telling you my observation of this equation. You know, looking at this critically with my koro eyes inside the medulla oblongata of my photosynthesis. So I don't know who advised you, but that was not very smart. You know, I have to tell you the truth. I have to. You cannot say that somebody that INEC declared a senator cannot introduce herself as a senator just because of your suspension. And the funny thing is, Akpabio literally bought into every of his recommendations, except that his staff should be paid in the meantime. Even when other senators voted against her having to write an apology letter before she would be reinstated, Akpabio still went ahead and he said the ayes have it when it was very obvious. Everybody could hear that the nays had it. Honestly, we don't know exactly what this senator has against Senator Natasha, so maybe it was Akpabio that was talking through him. We don't know. Or maybe it's just a personal beef. But one thing that we know is that Uncle Neda Imasuen is not happy. He's not happy with all the projects that this auntie is doing in her constituency. You know why? Because he is not doing anything. His people have published the video of the road leading to his house. And allegedly new. Don't quote me. Let's watch it together.
My people, this road now leads to Senator Neda Imasuen house. Senator representing Edo South. This is the road. We get senator for this area. Senator Neda Imasuen. See, this camera video now. See road. See road. See road where Senator Neda Imasuen dey. You dey feel the handle woman case for House of Assembly. You dey fast. You dey handle woman case, Natasha case. You dey suspend her. But see your road. Oga come and say make you tell those people what you don't do. Carry camera come. You go still go feel say maybe you know they talk for Senate. See, in short, now you be senator house. Now you be house. Senator Neda Imasuen, fix the road to your house. Fix your environment.
Meanwhile, Auntie Natasha was not even a lawmaker. She wasn't holding any public office when she started fixing roads in her state. Not just the road that leads to her house, but roads across Kogi Central. She even fixed a federal road. Before becoming a public official. Common road, Oga, you cannot do. But you can harass a woman, a whole senator, a representative of the entire people of Kogi Central. Elijah, you get leave. If anyone should be suspended, actually, let me rephrase that. This man should be removed from office because you cannot chair a committee of ethics if you don't have ethics. But that is if we actually believe in ethics in Nigeria, you know.
Did you see? This man is not even qualified. He has been barred, like cancelled for life when it comes to law and practicing as a lawyer anywhere, any day, anytime. And at the end of the day, is the person that is first to cast the stone on an innocent person. And this helps me understand better that exactly what we say, I say, times without number, that Nigeria is an oppressive country, particularly oppression from their men to their women. The only time and place you can see Nigerians or Nigerian men, most of them, show their strength, their ego, their mouth running like tap is on their women. That is it. Take it to other places or to their fellow men. They cannot act, they cannot do anything. They are all caged, captured into corruption, by they themselves to others, and where they reflect and exhibit all this is on the women. This is a clear picture and understanding exposition of what most Nigerians, or we as Nigerians, as women, go through in the hands of our men. And this is exception to the few, the minute, that are quite different. And that's why my brother Chimdi will always say, times without number, that Nigerians are gullible, distasteful, and criminally minded in character, in nature. Look at the embarrassment, international embarrassment. Now look at even where this man is coming from. Look at his locality, his environment, how he's been exposed. This is a situation of surely they must gather, but for my sake they will scatter. May God continue to scatter, disgrace, and expose all our enemies in Jesus' name. Amen. This is my prayer, and say amen if this is your prayer too. Exactly, because this is a situation of pot calling clean kettle, for that matter. Clean kettle, which is the woman, black, like trying to paint and nail a kettle black. At the end of the day, a kettle that is even whiter and cleaner than you. And this is allegedly, right? But based on what is trending, it is so obvious and truthful, glaring in our eyes, that this is what a Nigerian system is all about. And that is why we are a failed country and a failed state at this point, because a country where a woman's voice cannot be heard, listened to, respected, and represented is a failed and a destroyed country. I don't know about your country, leave yours in the comment section, but this is what trended in Nigeria. I say let's bring this and address it, because we are all countries in Africa dealing with a lot. This is our a lot, as other African countries are dealing with a lot. But let us take a look at one country that has never stopped, ceased to amaze us, impress us, interest us in the continent of Africa, even from the western part of Africa, guys. This country, I'm telling you, among so many other neighboring countries, are trying, leaving my own country, Nigeria, behind at this point, because overtaking is allowed. Somebody say overtaking is allowed. If you don't want to sit up, do better, they will overtake you. They will throw you through the windows into the gutters, and you will remain where you want to be, and they will leave you behind. And which country are we talking about today? The one and only trending, the amazing, triumphant, I don't know how to describe this young, elegant personnel, like military soldier, oh my God, Captain Traore of the Burkina Faso. We are going to take a look at what this young man, that is even younger than most of these old cargoes, ancient and modern, that we have in our system as leaders, I don't know, for my own country, Nigeria, that are even causing more harm than good, taking the country aback and taking it to the lowest background, deterioratory background, as the case may be. But look at it, they say, age comes with wisdom. I don't know. Wisdom is very, very, at this point, very far from most of these our leaders that we have in Nigeria. Very, in fact, there's no trace of wisdom in most of them. I say so with my full chest. Yes, allegedly. Exactly. And guys, look at what a young man of just approximately 37 years of age is doing in his country. Look at it.
Burkina Faso is making history again, and the world must take note. Captain Ibrahim Traore, the visionary leader of the land of upright men, has done it again. The revolution in Burkina Faso is not only about politics and security. It is now sweeping across the fields, into the farms, and deep into the hearts of young people who are shaping the nation's future through agriculture. Burkina Faso has launched an unprecedented youth deployment into mechanized farming. 8,000 young men and women have been called upon, trained, and empowered to lead the nation toward food self-sufficiency.
Sous le patronage du ministre d'État, ministre de l'Agriculture et des Ressources animales et halieutiques, le commandant Ismaël Sambier, sous la présidence du conseiller spécial du président du Faso, en charge des questions agricoles et coordonnateur national de l'initiative présidentielle pour la production agricole et l'autosuffisance alimentaire, Dr Abdourahmane Konaté. Le Bureau national des grands projets du Burkina organise la cérémonie officielle de la rentrée de la première cohorte de 2000 jeunes à former en agriculture pratique. Cette cérémonie se tient ce mardi 4 mars 2025 à l'École nationale de la formation agricole Maturgu de Bobo-Dioulasso. Dans le cadre de l'initiative présidentielle pour la production agricole, ce sont au total 8000 jeunes qui seront formés et installés dans 340 communes du Burkina Faso. Ce projet vise à inciter les jeunes à l'entrepreneuriat agricole, à renforcer leur capacité de production agricole et halieutique afin de parvenir à court terme à la souveraineté alimentaire nationale.
And guess what made this possible? The bold, strategic decision by Captain Ibrahim Traore to purchase 400 tractors, 200 excavators, and 700 tillers in 2024. This is not just an investment in machines. This is an investment in the future, in food security, in employment, and in national sovereignty. My people, let us pause and ask, which other African leader is thinking like Captain Traore? Which other leader is making such a bold move to liberate his people from hunger and joblessness? The time has come for Africa to wake up. The time has come for other leaders to take notes and learn from Burkina Faso's shining example. They say, A wise man sharpens his axe before going to the forest. Captain Traoré did not wait for a food crisis to act. No, he saw the future and prepared for it. With 400 tractors plowing the fields, 200 excavators shaping the land, and 700 tillers ensuring no soil remains idle, Burkina Faso has turned its farms into gold mines. And the result? The 2025 harvest is already promising to be one of the best in history. Brothers and sisters, let us reflect on this. If you want to go fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go together. Captain Traoré is not working alone. He is taking the youth with him. 8,000 young people. That is not just a number. That is 8,000 families empowered, 8,000 dreams revived, and 8,000 futures secured. The Presidential Initiative for Agricultural Production is not just an agricultural program. It is a revolution. It is the engine driving Burkina Faso toward food sovereignty, economic independence, and national dignity. To our African leaders, Intervlog has only one message. Look at Burkina Faso and learn. Look at Captain Traoré and take inspiration. Agriculture is the key to Africa's liberation, and Burkina Faso has just shown the way. The days of begging for food aid are over. The days of depending on foreign imports are gone. With mechanized farming, Africa can feed itself, create jobs, and build a prosperous future for its people. To the youth of Burkina Faso, Intervlog salutes you. You are the warriors of this revolution. You are the heroes standing on the front lines of national development. The world is watching you, and Africa is proud of you. Keep pushing forward, keep working hard, and remember, the hoe of a hard-working farmer never gathers dust. Your efforts will bear fruit, and Burkina Faso will rise because of you.
What you're seeing right now is the darkness called Nigeria. It is the hellhole called Nigeria. That's what you're seeing right now. This is a Nigerian airport. Of course, the trademark of Nigeria is darkness. Darkness. It shows you that Nigerians are demons. I'm telling you the truth. They never disappoint. They can never disappoint. Now, let me tell you something. Do you know the problem of Nigeria? A number of Nigerians will tell you, this is not our fault as individuals. This is not our fault as masses. This is the fault of our government. This is the fault of our politicians. But the people that will tell you this, when you look at them, you will wonder if they went through the four walls of the university. In fact, they don't even need the university. You will wonder whether these people went through the four walls of secondary school. But then you will not be shocked, because just like as I've mentioned before, Nigerians are not educated. They just go to school. There is a difference. I made a prior video to differentiate between a person that is educated and a person that goes to school. Because if you're educated, you would understand how a country, a people are instrumental to raising whoever manages the administration or whoever governs them. And this is not by voting system. It is by the mentality that they've secreted over the years. But that's by the way. Now, one of the things you have to understand in proving exactly what I'm trying to say is that there is no parastatal, there is no company, there is no activity in Nigeria. Let me say this again. There is no parastatal, there is no institution, there is no company, there is no activity, there is no group in Nigeria. There is nothing. It doesn't matter whether it's a church in Nigeria that treasures humanity more than money. Which means that every institution, every parastatal, every organization, every activity, every group, every individuality treasures money and disregards humanity. It's seen everywhere. Even when you enter a bus, you will see that the driver driving you is more interested in the money he's going to get more than the people in that bus. He doesn't care how he doesn't even want you people's comfort. It's about the money. That is how bad Nigerians are. That is how bad and evil they are.
Wow, 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 wow. Is this not what we are supposed to be experiencing in the continent of Africa as different countries? If this is not a precedent, legacy, and good example, what more? Coming from a young man, no gray hair first. It is his courage, his boldness, his audacity, his wisdom, strength, and resilience for me. God, these are the kind of people we need in our country. Just one or two types of these people in our Nigerian political system. God, I know there will be great changes with this that we have seen today, and spread it out to other countries. Yes. I know there are countries that are still trying their best to cut out or, reduce corruption out of their system. But majority of these corrupt old cargoes that have no trace of wisdom will always be the greatest challenge. Exactly, guys. And at this point, I'm like, what? Guys, this guy needs an accolade. He needs to be studied. His level of wisdom, exposition, bravery, courage needs to be studied because it's on another level. I'm telling you. Look at what he's doing and more. Time to time, like I said, I will definitely be putting out what is going on trending within the continent of Africa from every country that I feel and find very interesting, educative, motivating, inspiring, and all whatnot. Exactly. And thank you for the inspirations we've got today from South Africa. We've got from Burkina Faso, and as well the we have in Nigeria. Yes. Yes, you've seen it all. But there is hope for the hopeless. I'm still hopeful. Exactly. Just as you and we all are hopeful that, yes, one day in the nearest future, this continent of ours called Africa will be elevated, will be taken and transformed into what even most people will not believe that it will definitely become at the end of the day. It all depends on how we manage our various countries, just as South Africans are doing. Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, Ghana, name them, are taking the bold step, taking the bull by the horn, breaking out of ECOWAS and saying to hell with you, breaking out of the hands of the colonials and saying to hell with you, enough is enough. Take your debt, take your money, we don't need your help. We can fend for ourselves. We can stand and build ourselves. We have all it takes. God has blessed us with agriculture, great and bountiful mineral resources, worth more than millions and billions of naira if traded, managed, cultivated very well, will really save us. We will not have any need or cause for alarm. We will live comfortably and conveniently well in our various countries. There will be no room for mass migration and mass deportation here and there, front, right, and center, from this country back to that country. As Africans, that we are facing shame, humiliation, and embarrassment, front, right, and center every single passing day. Why? For what exactly? Do you know our what? Do you know whom you are? Do you know how much you're worth? Do you know the level, class, quality you are created to be and represent as just a citizen of your country in the continent of Africa? And you look down on yourself, underestimate yourself, put yourself in a position at the end of the day that you are not supposed to be as a result of bad governance, bad leadership, bad political leaders, and all whatnot. But taking a look at what is happening, the wavelength in the continent of Africa coming from most of these countries is an eye-opener and a very great signal, inspirations to each and every one of us. So you can do it. If Burkina Faso and the rest of them can do it, we can do it. It starts with you, it starts with myself. Each and every one of us putting up the right attitude, character, and behavior, respecting ourselves and the others, respecting the laws of every country you find yourself. Even if you are not in that country, do not turn your camera at the end of the day to talk down, insult, humiliate, belittle any country. Just like most Nigerians will be quick to say that Africans are xenophobic, that Africans are xenophobic, but you are all flocked in there, influx of so many of you there, disrupting and even ruining the country, but yet yours is nothing. Little to nothing to write home about, guys. Is this not an irony? Is this not an irony? Yes, of course it is. Nigerians, it is high time we face our shame, face our disgrace, take it as a slap and work with it. Exactly. And learn from others. There's no harm in learning now. Yes, there's no harm in learning. We can learn. When you learn, you will improve and you will do better. Burkina Faso has taught us. South Africa is teaching us how to defend, clean, and sanitize our country. So what are we waiting for? Before you type that useless and worthless comment in my comment section, look inwardly. Who are you? Are you a criminal or do you have criminal tendencies? Yes. If this kind of conversation is hurting to you, it means you have a problem. So deal with it, iron it, and face it, and you'll become the best version of yourself. Exactly. I know we are not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Exactly. We are all trying to be the best version of ourselves. So like I said, the change we are rooting and looking for starts with me. I am not exempted, and with you as the case may be. Exactly. This is what we have for today, coming from these countries. Once again, I want to say my warmest appreciation and thanks to each and every one of you who is out there trying your best to uphold the name and the integrity of your country. Keep it up, keep the flag flying. I fly the flag of Nigeria, South Africa, name it Burkina Faso, and every single flag representing in the continent of Africa in the best way, shape, and form. I will fly that flag endlessly and tirelessly until the message is heard and the mission is accomplished. So help me God, and so help us God. Thank you once again for watching till this very end. If you did, you are the real gem, the real MVP for your patience, because patience is a virtue that is not common. Exactly. For your time, your resources you use, I say, may it never run dry, may be replenished fourfold, millionfold. Amen. And yes, if you are yet to like this video, what are you waiting for? If you did enjoy, why not hit on the like button? Share this video because more people need to know what is going on there. In all this part of African countries, exactly, yes. And if this is your first time you stumbled here through any video, yes, you're highly welcome. Do well to check other videos because we have interesting, amazing, and most importantly, truthful and very expository video, because on here we say things just the way it is, raw and undiluted, nothing but the bitter and the brutal truth, not to demote, demean, demarcate anyone, any citizen in the continent of Africa from the north, west, east, south, and central Africa, but to expose, educate, inspire, analyze, entertain, motivate, captivate not just you but your spirit, your soul, and your body. And you can get it as a dull moment on here, right? So do well to check up on my previous videos and watch, like, subscribe. Please guys, I would really appeal to you to try to watch my ads, because those ads are the only way we make some coins, which is just little to nothing. But that is not even why I am here. I am here to send a shocking wave through my mission and my message, exactly, to change the continent of Africa. But any something at the end of the day to better the life of not just me but others on the street will go a long way. Exactly. So your support by watching the ads, super thanking, super chatting, whatsoever will be highly appreciated. Thank you in advance, and may God replenish and bless you millionfold. With that, I would say we've come to the end of today's episode. Like I said, what are your thoughts, your opinion, your input, your objectives? Do well to leave it in the comment section below. Let's interact. Let's make this comment section lively and bubbling. You see, I came with a lot of energy today because I missed you guys yesterday. Exactly. More videos are coming, so stay tuned, stay glued. Turn on your notification bell so that when I post videos, you will be notified. Some of you don't know. Put on the notification bell, put it on all notifications. Exactly, that bell icon, put it on all, yes, so that once my video drops, you'll be the first to know and come and take your seat. Exactly. And keeping it real, happy, safe, and blessed until I, your girl, your one and only Tando, aka Victoria Chinyere, I will definitely, by the grace of God, see you in my next one. For now, do have a lovely, blessed, a peaceful, a happy, and a successful day out there. Ciao, ciao.